okay to lie as long as it's something that will help you accomplish your dream. Um, Hoping that it's that it's a positive thing.
I'm very excited today to be speaking with Samir Oliveros, the director of The Luckiest Man in America. Samir, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve, for having me.
Absolutely. I'm in love with this film. It is so much fun. Just from the start to finish, it is an absolute blast. What excited you to tell the story?
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I think that when I saw that clip, that 40-minute clip that you can find on YouTube of Michael pressing, I got really excited by what he was hiding. When I understood that he was just putting on a facade and that he was pretending to be the perfect contestant in this game show, but that he was hiding so much behind that pressing of the button. And when I started investigating about how he did it and where he was coming from and what he did with it after, I just fell in love with this character and his bold decision making. And that's when I thought that it would be worthy of a movie.
It's pretty remarkable. I'm just wondering, though, pulling back a little bit, what is it about game shows? Because, I'm fascinated by the fact that we're fascinated with game shows, and we always have been. This is not new. What is it about them that we love so much?
I think it's the shortcut to changing your life. Everyone believes that in their routines and in their 9 to 5s, there's always going to be something that is going to suddenly shake them up and be able to have that life that they've always dreamt of.
Mm.
And there's yeah, like you said, it started with game shows, but even before then there were coupons, and right now it's Mr. Beast on YouTube. There's always that thing that people have of yeah, suddenly be able to change their lives dramatically, and it is a shortcut to accomplish that amazing. So yeah, it I think everyone dreams with that. So it just suddenly, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was that's what it is. Like that possibility of shortcutting the long route to success.
I think at one point in the film, or I think they talked about being a hero in the home, and we do as an audience sort of connect with these people who have the opportunities, like you said, whether it's watching Mr. Beast games or someone like Michael. Uh,
Yep.
it's pretty amazing. Like you said, that it's a shortcut, but it's a legitimate shortcut.
Yeah, well, his version totally. Yeah. He found a little loophole in the system and exploited it. And even though it was not the most orthodox way of accomplishing his dream, he managed to do it. And he was smarter than everyone else, and he was able to get away with it.
Well, I would love to talk about Michael too, because what do you think about him just as a contestant and from your research and preparation? Because like you said, he's sort of found a way to beat the system, but there are a lot of people that he have upset in the process.
I love him. I think he's very inspiring. I wish people were more like him in their risk taking. I think he's admirable, and I really think that what he did was brilliant. It requires a lot of preparation, and it requires a lot of concentration, and like yeah, he rehearsed for 6 months and memorized the patterns, but then executing and doing what he did with the pressure of having all those lights and having all those people looking at him and having that emotional necessity to win in order to be able to get his family back. That it's like only a mastermind would be able to pull that off. So I'm really inspired by him. I usually remind myself when I need to make a decision, like what would Michael have, what would he have done in this moment? Because yeah, he just had a dream and did everything to accomplish it, and it didn't matter if it was not the the right way, but he did it, and I think that's what matters.
Well, just to spin off that a little bit, and maybe this is maybe you've already answered this or not, but I do you think he qualifies as a winner then? Like what qualifies a winner? Because again, like you said, this is preparation planning. Like if this were an athlete training for 6 months for the big game, we'd be cheering him on. And I think there are some people, and like you said, in some ways he is a bit of a folk hero. Do you think he qualifies as a winner?
Well, that's the complexity of his life, right? He won in the game show but lost at life.
Yeah,
So that's exactly why I thought he was worthy of a movie, because in the surface he might come across as a winner, but there was a lot of things that he did in his life that made him a loser, and I think that's what makes for an interesting character.
absolutely, absolutely. What was it about Paul that you knew you found your Michael? Because he's so good in the role.
Yeah, he's amazing. We were looking for somebody that came from comedy, and because what Michael does in the show is so crazy and extraordinary, and it's a big spectacle. And when I watch it, it makes me nervous, and I feel like butterflies in my stomach. And so we needed somebody that was able to communicate that thrill. But then we were also looking for somebody that was able to do all the dramatic stuff, and somebody that had acting chops in order to pull off the drama of the story. And that's when yeah, I when we were starting the casting process, Blackbird was airing,
Mm.
and when I saw that, I was like, okay, this guy is exactly the right person for the role.
He is so great. And one of the things I love most is his relationship with the other two contestants as the film goes on, it's just so wonderful to see. It's because there's such a humanity about this character who is not a character. He was a real person, of course. But Paul really brings that out in it was so beautifully. He's both genuine and methodical at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, we always thought of Ed and Janie like when you watch cartoons and they have like an angel and a little devil pop on their shoulders. Yeah, and they're both incredible at it.
Absolutely. I just, as we're starting to wrap up, Samir, I have to ask, is there a game show that you think you could run the gambit on, reality show or otherwise?
Yeah, I think I could win Survivor.
That is bold. What a pick. Really?
And the current version of it would be what, Squid Games. So I think I could get away with winning Squid Games.
That, they're so different though. Like Squid Games, I mean, Squid Games and Beast Games, I feel like are so much more like this, where the lights are flashing. It's so random. Survivor is like a psychological experiment, so credit to you.
Yeah, I think I could yeah, I could survive.
It's so much fun. The film is genuinely is so great across the board. I'm just wondering, from your perspective, what do you hope audiences take away most from The Luckiest Man in America?
That it's worth chasing your dreams, and that it's okay to lie as long as it's something that will help you accomplish your dream. Um, Hoping that it's that it's a positive thing. There have been countless stories of people that lie under interviews to in order to get into the room, and then once they're there, they're able to thrive. So as long as it's for a ultimately good cause, I believe that it's okay to find unorthodox ways to accomplish your dreams.
Severe, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. The film is wonderful. Congratulations on it. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you for having me.